Hey, Jane.
Oh, hey, Rachel. How's your first month of uni?
So far, so good. I've been exploring all the exciting opportunities in NUS.
Wow, that's interesting. I've actually been spending most of my time studying so that I can get a good job when I graduate.
Speaking of getting a good job, we had a guest speaker in my last class. She talked to us about what employers look for when hiring fresh grads.
Oh, what did she share?
She shared that employers don't just look at grades anymore. In fact, MNCs and even government ministries really care about the CCAs we are involved in, our overseas experiences, and the skills we pick up during internships.
I see. So, our university experiences outside of the classroom are just as important as our studies.
Yes, definitely. For instance, my career advisor shared that if I want to be a star candidate, I need to complete these experiences before year 4. That way, I have ample time to focus on getting hired during the peak recruiting season in Sem 1 of our final year.
Wait, I thought everyone just applies for jobs after they graduate.
Actually, most people start way before that. If we wait to secure a job only after graduation, most of the good ones will be gone.
Oh wow! Let's start planning now.
Let's ace it!
Okay, so what's the plan for our first year?
I'm thinking of getting involved in CCAs, hall activities, and volunteering. All 3 are great ways to make friends and pick up important skills like leadership and collaboration.
Ooh! I was actually thinking of joining an overseas community service team.
Do it! I bet you'll learn a lot about different cultures while gaining some hands-on project management experience.
Okay, so that's year 1. Now what shall we use second year for?
I'm using year 2 to accumulate overseas experiences, starting with the student exchange program.
Exchange is definitely on my list, but isn't year 2 very early?
It's perfect timing. Doing it this way means I can focus on my industrial attachments in year 3 and my job applications in year 4.
Nice! Good thinking! Now speaking of being overseas, I heard NUS has a global internship program. What do you think of it?
I've heard it's really unique. My hallmate went to Hong Kong and my senior lived and worked in South Africa.
Wow, sounds great! Where do we find out more?
I read about it on the CFG website on global internships. There's even funding support to help offset the cost of living overseas. Are you thinking of applying?
Yes! Maybe I'll aim to do this in the summer after year 2. And just in case I don't get selected, I'll use the time for a local internship instead.
I agree! It's definitely good to start interning early.
Yup! So that's year 2. What's the plan for year 3?
I think that year 3 should be about securing internships and completing our industrial attachments in the fields we want to work in.
Oh yes! Do you remember the orientation briefing we attended? Our career advisors highlighted many seniors who were able to convert their internships into full-time positions. They landed jobs 1 year even before graduating.
Yes, that's true. In fact, my dad's bank doesn't advertise fresh grad positions anymore. They just hire from their pool of previous interns.
Exactly. Is there anything else we should do?
Well, once we hit year 4, we need to look out for job postings. Some of the biggest companies hire in the first semester itself, so we must be ready.
Wow, Rachel, that's great advice. Let me start planning my 4 years now.
Awesome, Jane! Let's ace it!